Something you shouldn't buy at a yard sale.
Oh boy.
It's voting time.
Oh.
Those can technically be the same thing.
Oh my god, no.
No. You should have bought it at a yard sale. You're not wrong, Agent.
No.
You're not wrong.
I hope my scratch marks are not there anymore. Oh my god. I almost shit my pants. Is he going to play the Sans from Undertale song Megalovania? I feel like he's gonna. And the video is just gonna end abruptly. Let's see if I'm right or not. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Hold on, did they ditch me? Oop, I'm sorry. Don't mean to stare. There, much better. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Rat chicken. I'm not familiar with that recipe. Is that chicken you bake in the oven sprinkled with crack? What? What? But how do you shut off this fucking alarm? Oh my god, no! Her head got stuck in the garage door. Quick, come take a picture of this. And I really like that branding. Oh look, I found Whisper's cousins. Hi Whisper's cousins. It's sad you've been cleaning for 5 years. And no one's here to tell you to stop.
The fucking most small brain fucking small PP energy, dude.
She knew I was here. Wait, what? I ran into a wall again. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I don't think we're surviving this much.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god, Bob Pancakes does not know what's happening behind him. He's like, what's this noise? Man, furniture is very creaky here all of a sudden. Maybe we should call a handyman. Hey you. Enjoying the video so far. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And hit that bell as well. It really helps. Thank you so much. And now on with the show. Oh. Henry Johnson's key card. Fucking yoink. That's what we needed, folks. That's what we needed. Time to open this. Ah, god fucking damn it. Ah. Oh god, that scared me so bad. Oh, I was so excited about going in there.
Branding.
Branding. Mine?
Mine? What?
Mine?
Mine? Mine?
Oh my god, and it wasn't Jeff.
We will be starting shortly. Thank you for your patience. Oh god, morning voice.
Yeah, it's like I had to play.
Branding.
Like I said, I had to play to the audience.
And it's like everybody and their mother is now here. And I'm glad I upgraded my equipment because my god, this is ridiculous. Moving. Gotta keep moving. Alright, so that's gonna oh god. Fuck. Oh, you pieces of garbage. I'm up. I'm up. Oh dear lord. Hi everyone. I am JeffyBed the Alien, always happy to see you. Welcome to a sleepy edition of Tuesday stream. Ooh boy. We stayed up late yesterday, didn't we? Hope everyone slept well. I did. Right until my alarm clock rang. Then I was groggy and sleepy as shit. I know, Stone, I know. We have a job to do. In the name of law enforcement. Wait. When did I say that? I start. I don't think I called anyone garbage. Did I miss something? Am I sleep talking now? Is that what this is? I don't know, I just said... Happy to see you, welcome to my stream. And I'm sleepy. Is there something you want to tell us, Spike? It's fine. You probably had a long day. Happens to all of us. Think we all have that little voice in our head that calls us trash. I know sometimes I do have it. But it's like anything else really, you ignore it and you move on. I don't think he's sleepy, I think he's just had a long day. Because his time zone prevents it from being morning over there. Unless he got that later, I don't know his schedule. But yeah, so today we will be returning to the third case of the first Phoenix Wright game. We completed about half of it from what I've been told. So today we're finishing it. Ah, and what time is it over there now? Like what, 3 p.m.? Well, thank you, Dutch. My back is now straightened. Thank you for spending Federation credits. I like this playlist so far. I had it yesterday as well. It's all video game remixes. Well, thank you, Stone. So you almost been up for 12 hours. Which is normally what people consider a full day already. So you might end up falling asleep earlier than you expect, Stark. Just should let you know. Yeah, I know, Crasher. It's randomized. The songs are randomized, so I guess we got lucky. Or unlucky, depending on your tastes of music. I mean, this job is never done, Stark. There's always work to be done. Plus, I should probably switch to just chatting. Oh yeah. I mean, people stay up for different lengths of time. So, for example, I tend to stay around... A day for me is about 16 hours. I would say. Like, I get up at around 9 in the morning. I go to bed at around midnight or 1 a.m. So that's about 16, 15 hours, I would guess. Because math is difficult. I mean, we're always our harshest critic, don't start. We're always our harshest critic. It's hard to design things sometimes, but I mean, you're free to try it if you want to, you know, redesign it. Just make sure at the end of the day you're happy with it. Everything else is secondary. I mean, yeah, Crasher, but you are not the norm. Your sleep schedule is, what's a polite way to put it? Quirky. It's quirky. No, that's not the polite way. Elspino. Also, good morning, Elspino. Yeah, Tanuki might be a good start. Although, Tanukis are somewhat related to raccoons, are they not? So, I mean, there's so many designs already now for VTubers all around, so you have to be careful when you design it now. I'm so surprised I don't have someone that looks almost identically like me in the VTuber world yet. But that's coming, I'm sure. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. So I better make peace with it. Well then, I mean, in that case, Crasher, I'm glad you know that it's a problem. But yeah, it's not easy to fix a sleep schedule. I can feel mine drifting slowly upwards. And it's like, it's almost impossible to get out of bed. Some days are just harder than others, it seems. Hey Rema, good morning. Yeah. I think there's some form of master list out there, Crasher, for VTubers. At least English-speaking ones. I think I've seen that list float around. I'm on it. Which makes me feel more relevant. I also found my page on VTuber, which also does the same thing. Makes me feel seen. Hey, you and me both, Rema. You and me both. I will not exactly call it that start. Also, fans of streamers are not simps. I think simps is a very specific term. Because you're not a simp if you support your favorite creator. You're a simp if you... what's the word I'm looking for? Exaggerate. Like people donating $20,000. Hoping for a relationship with the streamer. Now that's the case. Let's try, what's up? Yeah, that's the context type. Also, hi Cynic. Oh yeah, I did not know that ViveCon was today. My god, I'm so lost. Yeah, I'm curious to see what headsets there will be, although I will not be holding my breath. Everything they teased so far seems to indicate it will be business solutions. So headsets for corporations and businesses at ludicrous prices that is unattainable to the common customer. So I'm not holding my breath, Cynic. I'm not holding my breath. But yeah, so I think that I mean, not necessarily 20k. It's a mindset, Aspino. I explained that poorly. It's like, if you follow a streamer because you want to have a relationship with them, As in your head you go, if I give them enough support, they will see me as a dateable material. And they will fall in love with me. That's a simp. And unfortunately, some people cultivate those types of relationships because they feel like it's the only way they'll get enough support to support them financially. So, in my opinion, people need to realize that streamers are not their boyfriend or girlfriend. And in some cases even, they can't be friends with all of their viewers. Although I feel like this is some sort of family unit. It's still... I'm still streaming. And we have to, you know, be realistic about it. Yeah, I'm sure that will not be confusing for anyone else, Tina. Yeah, I can see why some people would feel that way start. But I feel like streamers should not encourage that type of behavior. It's fine to be friends in your community. But anything further than that is giving people false hope. So if they're all like, he boyfriend material or something, then that's kind of dangerous. Hey Spider, what's up? Senpai rebranded. So now he's Senny Supreme. Senny Supreme. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to it as well, don't worry. You're not the only one. Well, I mean, that's the thing, Start. People being super lewd should not change what the end result is. It's just a different type of content being offered. Alright, have a good one, Rima. Thanks for dropping by. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Strider. Hey, you get to learn about the human body. This song is Epic Donkey Kong Country Remix, Aquatic Ambiance. That's the name of it, Aquatic Ambiance. It's a remix of a Donkey Kong game. But yeah, so as I said, different streamers offer different type of content on this platform. And every different type of content has different audiences. And some of them don't necessarily cross-pollinate or interact with each other. So people upset that lewd content on Twitch are missing the point. The target audience for these people are not yours. They're not gonna hurt any of your streams because you are not their intended audience. So feel free to do whatever content pleases you. And they can do what they want in their corner of the Twitch platform. That's a very specific example, Sunny. Dear Lord. Love you too, Dak. Thank you for the support. Alright, so I need to figure out if I can make some kind of thing that can appear in my corner of my screen that shows what song I'm listening to. I wonder if there's a way to do it with the Nightbot thing I'm using right now. Probably. I'll have to look at it. And I see an Omega. What's up, Omega? Oh, thank you, Spina. No, I never use Spotify. Should I use it? Alright, good luck, Strider. Have fun at school. As much as that is possible, that is. Which is not very. But yeah. So, at the end of the day, I feel like people should just mind their own business. The only thing that scares me about very lewd content creators is that they may cause advertisers to bail on Twitch, which will in fact cause Twitch to do more draconian measures to make money, which will impact us afterwards. So that's the only angle I have that could affect us. That's it. Everything else is pretty much irrelevant. The only thing that annoys me is that some people on the other side are pushing the lines of what's allowed and not getting into any trouble for months, and other people do it once and get banned. So, if there's the biggest problem with Twitch, in my opinion right now, is, how do I say this? Consistency of enforcement of their rules. It should not be that some people get a pass because they have high viewership, while smaller streamers get the bat because their audiences is small, and Twitch does not care about their part of the revenue. No, I have not played it yet. I might at some point, but not for now. I've watched a bit of it. It looks a little bit buggy, so I'm gonna hold out on it. Well, thank you for the recommendation. I don't have Spotify yet, Ospino, so that could be a problem. So I feel like I'm probably gonna have to cough up money for a Pretzel Rock subscription. All their music on there is royalty free. And I think they have OBS plugin for it. So that might allow me some leeway. Either that or I find some form of YouTube playlist plugin for my OBS. That would also work. So that way if I have a song you guys like, you can see what it is. I mean, that's the thing, Espino. Back in the day, I used to listen to music I liked while streaming. Well, I can't do that anymore because DMCA is alive and well on Twitch now. And they have their eyes on us. So I already have 2 strikes on Twitter because of my carelessness in the past. So I'm not getting any more DMCA strikes anywhere else. Not taking any chances. Yeah, that could be a good idea, Spino, but... yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Yeah, I need to improve that side of my stream, and someone recommended I also put the game I'm about to play in the corner of the screen here, while I'm doing just chatting. So people know what is the game that we're playing today. If you're not sure what the game I'm playing is. Today we're playing the second part of the third case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the first game. So that's what we're doing today. Not sure how long the stream is gonna last, but it should be a lot of fun. We're doing the case about the Steel Samurai, so we're gonna find what happened there. Last time we checked in with Phoenix Wright and his buddies, they were interviewing a kid that saw everything. And then I'm guessing we're gonna go to the courtroom soon. So that's always the best part in the game, I feel like. The investigation, the finding of clues in the game is a little bit annoying, but the courtrooms themselves, the segments with the courtroom, is really endearing. So I do have a lot of fun with that. Well, I mean, my titles are a little bit vague though, Thrasher, so I can't blame them for being confused. But we'll be here in your turn, Espino. Alright, so... any subject you guys want to talk about while I'm in the just chatting segment of our stream? Oh dear. I just saw news on Twitter. Oh god. Tecmo just did Konami. Fatal Frame is coming back. But it's a pachinko machine. What the fuck? What is up with pachinko machines? That's such a shame. I like the Fatal Frame games. But it's fine. It does not annoy me that people ask about the game I'm playing. So I'm not too worried about that, Crasher. So how are you doing, Action? Maybe I should play one of these games on stream someday. I feel like it would be fun. Fatal Frame is quite the game, although I'd have to find a copy of the game though. Don't know where mine is, or if I even had one to begin with. I think the only time I played Fatal Frame was when I was renting them at the video store. Yes, because I'm that old. Oh damn. Hope your mom feels better soon, Action. Oh dear. Yeah, I would not know what to do with a hot tub stream. But I guess I could grab one of my one-piece swimsuit and hop into a hot tub in VR chat. How's that for just chatting stream? But I don't know. Doesn't feel like that would work for me. I know you're memeing, by the way. Just wanted to entertain the idea to its logical conclusion. Hey, Whisper, what's that? Oh damn. Eye surgery. Yeah, that's serious shit. I do hope that you will be able to help her while she gets the surgery and recovers. Because that's the hardest part, the recovery, not the surgery itself. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing more Phoenix Wright in a moment. Right now we're just chilling. Well, chilling. I'm waking up, that's what that is. I'm still a little bit sleepy. My Resident Evil Village stream went a little bit long yesterday. Almost streamed for 7 hours. Again. If he's Phoenix Wine Whisper, it's a game over. So that means every time we go into an alternate dimension where Phoenix Wright loses a case, we reset the timeline and start again. Phoenix Wright is cursed to always be right, hence the name. It's a madness. It's a curse. I think. Well then, either that or detached retina, Russia. I heard that can be a problem for older people. But yeah, that's the kind of surgery you have to get as soon as possible. You don't mess with your eyesight. Because seriously, if there's one thing I don't want to lose ever, it's my sight. My god, that would suck. Ugh, I'm getting shiver just thinking about it. Oh dear. That's like, some people say they would prefer to go blind than to lose their hearing. I'm like, are you crazy? Eyesight is probably one of the most important senses. Even if I lose hearing, I can learn sign language. It's fine, and there's closed captioning for pretty much everything now. But eyesight is another thing entirely. You have to have descriptive audio. And you're stuck in darkness forever. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Anyway. What else is happening in the world of the internet? Well, that's a good song. Yeah. That's the problem with the American health system action. It fucking sucks for that very reason. You should not have to pay for medical treatment. It should be taken care of by the government. Health is not, it's not, it's a right. It's a right. But if we start talking about that, we're never gonna end talking about it because I have some very strong opinions about the healthcare system. Yeah, with your glasses you can see correctly, Crusher, I hope. Am I right, what's that? Yeah, I did that, I did. We streamed about 7 hours, and we got to the end of Resident Evil Village. My god, what a fucking roller coaster that game was. It was a great game, I had a ton of fun. I'm curious to talk about the ending with you, Dad, once you actually watch it. Sure, Action, no worries. And thank you, Barrett. Right, that's good. So it could be much worse, Crusher, so make the most of it with what you have. Someone had the game and ID that shadow at the end of the post-ending credits. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, Dad. That doesn't mean anything. Because it was not meant to be seen at such a distance. So they could have put basically anyone as a placeholder. But yeah, we're not playing Resident Evil today, so no spoilers. In case some people want to catch up with the VOD. They're available on Twitch, and I will upload them to YouTube as well. For your convenience, of course. On my archive channel. JeffyBed Archive. That's where all my VODs are going now. So that even if Twitch deletes them, you don't lose 1 second of JeffyBed content. Wow. Except the community nights. I don't save those. Because we watch YouTube videos. So that's not something I can archive on YouTube. I'm gonna get in trouble. Alright, thanks, Dad. God damn it, Elspino. I mean, this is not the place for it, Action. This is not the place for it. If you want to advertise GoFundMe, I would recommend you do it in the self-promotion section of my Discord. That way, people can help you that way. So I do hope your mother gets the treatment she deserves. Of course, Action. It's the least I can do. Alright, so what else? Once we get going, I'm gonna be talking a lot, so I've been drinking water to prepare my throat for my vocal cords mostly for what's about to happen. So far, the only thing I'm seeing on the tech news today is a lot of laptop news. Yeah, I don't need a laptop. I'm good. Yeah, I'll do that later then. I'll do that later. We're gonna be playing Phoenix Wright. The first one. We're at the 3rd case right now. We could not finish the 3rd one last time. Because it's huge. I underestimated grossly the time it would take. So here we are. Here we are. Alright. Won't be the first time I underestimate a game. No kidding, Dad. No kidding. Dear Lord, I need to be more careful about estimating game times. Because sometimes we tend to go a little bit long. And it's starting to get a bit on my... It's starting to affect my energy levels. Yeah, I think that might be true, Crusher. I think that might be true. In any event, before I start playing other games, I at least want to finish this case. Because if the speed at which I'm completing this game means that if I really want to complete the Ace Attorney game, I feel like I'm gonna have to stream this for a month, so I don't want to. Yeah, exactly, Espino, you're ready. Oh, the Chinese rocket, Espino, crashed into the Indian Ocean. It crashed into the Indian Ocean over the weekend. Man, why is that word so hard to say? Ocean. Yeah, it crashed into the ocean. Indian Ocean. It had 70% chance of doing that, landing in the water. But it also had 30% chance of landing somewhere else, and that would have been scary. So people were making a lot of jokes over the weekend of me outside waiting for the rocket to hit me. You know, all those self-depreciated humor types. Also, vaccine on Friday. I'm excited. I do hope I will not get knocked on my ass too much by it though. Because I want to do our community night. But if I feel too under the weather, I might have to push it to the next Friday, so you've been warned. Well, nothing bad happened, it just landed, and that was it. And people had some stern words for China to say, watch out, don't do that. You're gonna get someone killed one day. And China just went, don't care. And we're back to square one. Hey puppy, what's up? Yeah, it has been a while. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been well. Alright, time to get our lowering shoes on. Time for Phoenix Wright. Or as Whisper said, Phoenix Ron. I mean, yeah, among other things, Crusher, among other things. Because that was an accident. Part of that rocket was not meant to go up that high. Hopefully they fix it. No, I don't hate lawyers, guys. I just think they would not be needed in a perfect world, that's all. I have worked for lawyers for almost, well, for a decade, really. So I know what to expect. It's a needed evil right now because of the convoluted legal system. Hopefully one day we don't need them anymore. But that's gonna be a long, long time. It's a classic case of don't hate the players, hate the game. Alright, here we go. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. There we go. It's a lot of fun, puppy. It's like a mix of a point-and-click adventure game. And logic and deduction. Give me a sec. It's fun because you interview people in court and you have to poke holes in their story. So it's a little bit different than most of the visual novels I tend to read. Yeah, they're good songs, Pressure. They are good songs. Alright, here we go. October 19, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Here we go. Time for the lowering to start. And yes, thank you, Stone, for reminding me. No spoilers, please. feel free to play along with us. But don't spoil it. Thank you. I know some of you already played it. So this is the defendant, Will Powers. Because every name in this game is a fucking pun. Mr. Wright. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Hey, essentially, what's that? Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia. Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. Alright, so this is our assistant Maya. She's a psychic and she's currently channeling our departed mentor, Mia. It's less complicated than it sounds, I swear. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. No, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that or we lose a trial. This isn't going to be easy. But what is, really? Hey, good morning, Kemi. October 19, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. We always have the same judge every time. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. One unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if he'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Mandela to the stand. Yep, it's the director. The pervy director. Will the witness state his name and profession? He's gonna do lead speak again, isn't he? Hey, good morning, buddy. How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I made the Steel Samurai, noob. Waffle. I hate him so much. I fucking hate him so much. I think Edgeworth does not like him either. Sal Manila, I'm a director, television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well, please testify to the court about the events of that day. Right, Sans, good morning. Playing, Phoenix right. What about you? Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in a trailer on that day did it. Right. Doesn't waste any time putting you under pressure. Here we go. Time to tear this guy apart. Logically. What do you mean I stream early? No, I normally start at 10 a.m. Eastern. I was actually 30 minutes late. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Yeah, I'm guessing he's on Pacific time. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. So why is there food outside the trailer then? That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, time to pick this thing apart. I don't think they were in the trailer all that time because there was food outside. Oh yeah, no, it's 11:33 here, sons. Alright, so now we can object and press the person. Hold it. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sort of hours, it's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for WIW, I was pretty busy all that day. Brawny face. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area. That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on a hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Yeah, I think so, Sans. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I'm gonna press him on everything. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure Drew already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? So whoever was in that run-through would know about the limp. So it has to be one of them. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Roths. I don't know what that means. Roths. Went on the floor, starving. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak, the assistant cooked them up. Come think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the studio to trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Is that true though? So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can't you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? There's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila? What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area, yeah. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Someone's lying. Who ate lunch there? Good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. You fucking weird guy. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Really a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Roll. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. So that means they took a break. So that's the time for someone to slip out unnoticed. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing? Alright, yeah, we do one, sons. There's still Samurai story in our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children, can't you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's not true. That's not true. You didn't take a single break. Well... yeah, not the one. What's he swaying so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Here it comes. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Waffle. Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. He's protecting someone. But Edgeworth has a card up his sleeve, as always. That annoying bastard. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Did he set up a trap here? Yeah. FWIW, we took a break, Waffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. I don't give a crap about that. Not enough time for someone to stay commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Teams. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Someone likes to take their time eating a steak, isn't Judge? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. And for what it's worth, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I mean... They can weasel out of that one, Sides. So how are you doing, Sides? Yeah. For what it's worth, we took a break, Waffle. But it was only 15 minutes. Are you sure about that? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table, though. Alright, the other one was Diva's, sorry. D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. You eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to stay and murder in Studio 1. Are you sure about that? Why is that? That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. While I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. Lol. Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 at that time. Oh, great. Is that all? What time exactly do you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:15. You sure about that? 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, kill Hammer, and come back. This is possible time-wise. Alright, let's see. So, what can I do here? I feel like this thing is relevant. But then again, there's a photo of him at 2 p.m. Alright, I need to find out, so we took a break. No, but it was only 15 minutes. Shit.
Hold IT. I just want to say thanks for the nice times, Jeffy. I'm glad to be part of this community, Jeffy Love.
Oh my god, Chris, that's so nice. Thank you, that made my day. And I really appreciate the 6-month resub. And welcome back to the mothership. Don't forget to update your keycard with an access. Thank you so much. No, it was too late for that, Keme. So this blocked the path. And they took a break at 2:15. Oh god. What do I present here? Oh, we had enough of this pointless line of questioning. Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one sudden fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. White. Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. White, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I mean, the way was blocked at 2:15. So I'm not sure how they came back there. I mean, this is the only way our case is out. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I got the judge thinking now. This. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. Record. Surely you knew that from 10 to 15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head has fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right. So I failed. Hey, good morning, Vincent. How have you been? Hey, Pi, what's that? Oh, it's fine. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright. Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people should have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regard to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers would have worn it that day. All that is lacking is the size of evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Oh dear. Surprise evidence. Well, I'm sure it's gonna get better, Vincent. But who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. It's the kid, isn't it? Order, I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Go to adjourn for recess. Oh boy. The plot thickens. October 19, 11:04, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in the cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself, be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Lift. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Yeah. That sketchbook will come in handy, I feel like. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As a witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Oh dear God. Are you kidding me, Edgeworth? Nancy Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Brody Hatkins. Because he has a katana. To the stand. Ah, he's too tiny. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. That's funny. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Brody. Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Brody Hatkins, I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. What made you think that? Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody. He's having trouble with his gentle thing. That's hilarious. Yeah, we found his weakness. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You had a problem with that. Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Good, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen, thank you. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. You said you wouldn't testify if you didn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid, and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me everywhere I go. Back when phones were not that common. Hey, Chef. Yeah, who knew Edgeworth would be too edgy for the kid? Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court records. Alright, so that's gonna be relevant. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Alright, here we go. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Yeah, I don't feel like that's clear. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once, that's not relevant. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path. Yeah, you know how these studios are in the valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. So that means there's a way to go around the security camera. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual. Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. Wait, what? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. He got lost for 30 minutes. So that means the head was not destroyed at the moment that picture was taken. So you went straight to the studio? Yeah, that's odd. That's odd. I got kinda lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Then was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. So I guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a still samurai. The still samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? They told you what, right before my eyes out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kinda far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, there's still samurai to come down, pow. What happened there? What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro, what a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. You say you bring that with you all the time, if you had a camera. You mean you weren't carrying a camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I just seen the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. I want to see us. Okay, so. Hey, Chan, what's that? Alright, so I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna show the sketchbook. Alright, so I'm gonna present the scrapbook. That's probably not gonna work. Nope. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does, I don't see anything contradictory. Well, fuck. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Ah, man. Because I mean... You said you didn't have the camera all the time, so should I use the camera this time? I should have saved while we were outside because this one is kicking my butt. Something doesn't add up here. Something does not add up. You got lost for about 30 minutes. So... If he got lost for 30 minutes, why is this picture at 2 PM and he saw him at the studio? Something does not add up here. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Fuck, it's not it. Ah! I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, no spoilers, sons. Oh boy. Okay, so something's kind of weird though. Because he took down the person. Alright, let's press him on this. You would like to steal Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I might as well ask him all the questions. What day was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Well, actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that silly lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Yo, Pops, I'm into it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Ugh. I ran through the woods off the path, that old lady wouldn't catch me. Yeah, so we don't exactly know what time that is. We only know that you got lost for 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was still Samurai. I totally rocked. Right before my eyes out came the bad guy. So that means the murder happened outside. Oh god, this is annoying. Yeah, that's what I'm not sure about, Pi. Do I show him the spear? I feel like this is gonna be, I should have saved. I should have saved before in the recess. I pressed him on everything, Dad. I pressed him on everything. If you had a camera, you mean you weren't carrying a camera? Well, I already said that. Yeah, so... do I just show the camera? Alright, here I go. Time to lose all my fucking points. Well, no, that was the answer. Cody, what you just said seems a little strange. I should have done that in the first place. I should have won with my first instinct. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital cameras wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Right, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I playing the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Oh god. Boomer Judge. Warning, Boomer Judge. Yeah, careful about this, the capstans. Actually, what's that? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child, so... I don't care if he's a child or a prosecution attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You had a problem with that. So you did have a camera. And you use this camera. Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. So, you probably took a picture. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was due to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. What type of testimony is that? Is that all? Well, that was brief. It's alright, you're cross-domination. I don't... I'm not sure about that, Demi. I'm not sure about that. They didn't really take videos back then. Hi, Sakana, what's up? Okay, so his lies are blatant. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was due to the action, I couldn't take my eyes off it. Were you, though? So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Good, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm agreeing to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine, Sakana. I always have my VODs available for that. Either here or on YouTube on my archive channel. I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? That seems shaky. The bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. What does that mean? I mean, in that time, this game was made in 1999 or 2001. Cameras back then were not very good. Not very good at all. So they could barely take pictures, much less videos. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, then a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. But don't give me that looks, Pops. How should I play this? Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? That's too intense for what he just said. Yeah, but I don't think they had access to that for a kid, Keme. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, you answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Oh dear. Alright, let's take time to think about this because I don't want to get more damage on my testimony. So he couldn't watch it because he got caught. He was watching something else, which I don't believe is true. Or it's evidence. Fuck, that's a thinker right there. Alright, let's see. I feel like it's evidence. Oh, you mean that's that as an answer? Okay, so my guess is he would have taken a picture in the samurai scrapbook. No, I mean, he got injured during the practice run. That's not it. Alright, let's see. So, blood the path to the scene of the crime. Well, that means he... Why couldn't he watch the climax? Because he did samurai kicks and did not do any spearing. So that makes no sense. He had the murder weapon and everything. Yeah, he did. He has it on him in that picture. I'm not sure I get what you're saying, Stone. So why couldn't you watch the climax? Because the climax never happened. But then again, if the... Hold on. He could not watch the climax because I'm guessing he could not get inside the studio where the murder happened. So you think because the samurai lost? Is that why? I mean, how can you lose if the bad guys stop moving? This is really odd. Yeah, I feel like he was fighting someone else entirely. Because he mentioned slaps and punches, no spears. So why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? But I feel like it's a samurai scrapbook because you seem to imply he lost. So... Yeah, no, that's right. That's right, Pi. You have a good point. No, you're right, Stone. So, how could he kick if he had his leg hurt? So, do I show him limping? Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, so every fight he has one, so it's either the picture. It's either the picture or the scrapbook. So that means he wouldn't watch the end because he was losing the fight and he did not want to admit it because the Steel Samurai is his biggest hero. So yeah, that's what I believe. So show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence. Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Because he was losing. Nope, that's not it. Roof, can I do that again? Doesn't prove anything. Ah, lost your nerve, have you? Very well, I'll ask you a question again. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't you watch the climax of the fight? So now is the picture. Nope, that's not it either. So I would go why he couldn't watch it. So he couldn't watch it. Because he lost. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, you have another explanation. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan. So what, he was watching something else? He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Ooh. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. So it's proof, it's an evidence. Thank God we're not losing parts here. He was trying to take a picture. Yep, here's my proof. What's that, the camera? The witness stated that I recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey. Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids. Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received a camera, you weren't used to using it yet. I mean, we pretty much got that by process of elimination, puppy, so yeah. Don't had the point. Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. I haven't testified yet. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hatkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about the camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Ha! Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. That's not all that happened. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgewood, I guess I'm the bigger gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups, you're all so self-conscious. Everybody got super self-conscious there, that's funny. Okay, off with the kid gloves, testify witness, testify. Yipes. The steel samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. Wait, what? So, you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the steel samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground, and a steel samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. You sure about that, buddy? That's all. Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one. No, you took a picture. You had to. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Atkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey. Bullseye. Question mark? How did you know? My bluff worked. I see through all your lies, Cody Atkins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Why would you erase them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai victorious? Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? Yeah, he's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The steel samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Oh god. Yeah. That's what I thought. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go through every live performance. I always take a picture when the steel samurai lands that final blow. Wazam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. So the fact you could not take a picture in time seems highly sus. Cody, did you really get a picture of the steel samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the steel samurai, all taken by Cody Atkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the steel samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the steel samurai, none were taken that day. So I'm guessing he saw something and was told to shut up. Order. Mr. Wright, I have you an explanation. If the steel samurai had just defeated his adversary, so then he would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. So that means the steel samurai lost. And this kid is just protecting him. No, they had SD cards. Phone, I think. No, wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what the truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, never. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photo. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Hey, Jack Nicholson. Slow down. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Uh-oh, gonna cry. Whoa. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. I mean, he's like 10 years old, Josh. That's normal. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? There was no victim. There was no victim. No. Because I feel like... So okay, here's my thought on this. I think the kid witnessed something before the murder. Because think about it. He had no access card to the studio. He had no access card to the studio. He does not tell us when exactly he came in. So what happened? So I feel like this was a prior altercation. Because he said that the evil person was thin. And that costume is nothing but large. So there was no victim. Hold on. No way, that's not true. He said he was moving strangely and then he fell. And we did find this. The label reads sleeping pills. So it's either the Steel Samurai was the victim or there was no victim. I feel like there was no victim. Because that was not the murder. There was no victim in this case. What? As the defense taken leave of its senses. Of course Jackhammer died, but the Steel Samurai fell too. It was a draw. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. That's the wrong answer. Sorry, I was too shocked to say anything for a bit there. Listen, right. Only one person died in this incident, and that is Jackhammer. Yet now you claim there was no victim. Are you insane? Uh-oh, he's pulling out all the stops now. I'm sorry. It was I who was wrong. Okay, right. First you're right, now you're wrong. Which is it? Look, I'm sure there's something we're overlooking. What's this all about? So, this is our last chance. Steel Samurai was the victim. Who was the only other person who could mimic the Steel Samurai? Ah, jeez. I can't believe we're on our last leg. Yeah, there is only one dead body. Oh, okay, I see. So if you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai felt the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. To the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Full Power's foot injury. Well, wait. Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. Well, remember what Mrs. Oldbad said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jackhammer left the Imperial after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I did it. What? I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Me, what? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Well, how convenient. What? Show us quick. No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Sniff. Here, this is it. Alright, what is this picture? That's outside Studio 2. That's outside Studio 2. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright. I agree, Your Honor. This is indecisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. I mean, we finished it, Sans. But other people are not. Other people in the chat have not finished it. It's not because we finished it that now we can spoil the game. Some people skipped the streams I played Resident Evil Village in. So we don't have to get spoilers while we're playing. So thank you for your restraint. Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, throw him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. I mean, it's easy, that's Studio 2. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not the 1, Your Honor, correct? Here we go. Anime noises. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Huh? What is this all about? My god, this judge is dense. Please explain so that I may be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that date in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. To the judge. It's Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2. I see that would explain the 2 on the date in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. On that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. So they all covered that. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Mrs. D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Yep, exactly, Merritt. It's all puns. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Mrs. Oldbatch, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you just saying he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? No. I'm guessing he was trying to steal the Steel Samurai role from under our client. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. The sleeping pills. Yeah. I have proof. You do. You do, Mr. Wright. Now that they're so surprised when I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. And there's a grate leading to the forest outside. That's how the kid got in. The labels read sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. When they ate the lunch. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. I guess we should test Power's blood. Or fingerprint, but I mean, he could have worn gloves. Or is he that dumb? An idea, very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Yeah, you're right. The sleeping medicine would have been out of his body by now. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. So, I need to save my game if we go to recess. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. For the agent's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The still samurai seen by Mrs. Oldbad may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Because in this world, you can't have a trial go further than 4 days for some reason. Very well, court is adjourned. Whew, that means we can save. And the whole meter will reset. So we're safe. Man, that was close. We cut it really, really close on that one. Ooh, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Cliff. I mean, I can see that happening, Stenny. I can see that happening. Also, what did Kamei say? I mean, not what he said, but, you know, be vague about it. Did he spoil the game? Oh, you got too close to the answer. Well then, thank God I did not see it. Alright, so now, I'll make sure to save in between recesses, because I don't want to have to go back through all of that text if I fail too often. So you speculated right into the answer, Kamei. That was actually pretty good. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad, I'm sorry I missed it. Maya's back from channeling Mia. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days. Pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Alright. Yeah, no worries, Kamei, no worries. You had no idea. I'll get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on with Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. Will Powers. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the best way we can get more information. Yeah, that's important information, Stone. Yeah, a little bit farther away than I am, Sans, in that case. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Well, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them back there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. So there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright, what about producer Vasquez? You tell me more about Mrs. Vasquez. Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. These say she's a genius. A genius. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Well, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. He brought the Still Samurai idea to him. Everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jumps, he asks how high and all that. So the director is covering for her. That's important information. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. Unfortunately not, Sunny. But maybe one day they will. Once humans get up there. Because if there's one thing humans are good at, it's all that business stuff. He kinda does, doesn't he, Josh? But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago, so something happened. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Mrs. Vasquez came to Global. So did she blackmail him? And he wanted to go back to her main role. 5 years ago. Yeah, so that's significant. That's significant. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Still Samurais in my life. These are the Still Samurais that appear at live shows. The fine boy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Alright, what about this? Excuse me, thank you for showing me that is, whatever that is. I wish I could think of some way for me to help you. But that's not it. Here's that picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? He's the only one where it could have been. But why would he... Yeah, why? You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Fine, give me about 3 more years. Look at us, the 2 novices. As I said, there's not signs, not yet. But I smell blackmail as well, Crasher. Nope, that's not it. Alright, what about this? Do you have anything to say about that? Nope? Alright, I think that's all it is. Alright, let's move. So let's go to the main gate. Maybe Mrs. Oldbag would have something to say. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. Alright, let's talk about these people. I was wondering about the Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs. Love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. What about Director Manila? I love Subway stands. My favorites are the, fuck, how do you call that in English? The cold cuts. The cold cuts one. The combo cold cuts one. I'm not sure. In French, it's the combiné de viande froide. And the other one I really like is the steak and cheese one. And the grilled chicken. Those are my three usuals. I alternate between using Southwest sauce and ranch and honey mustard. Those are three good sauces as well. Yeah, cold cut trio. Thank you, Vincent. But yeah, so I alternate between the different type of Subways and different type of toppings and sauces, so it's always different. It's the nearest fast food I have. So it's not that unhealthy compared to what I could have been eating. Yeah. Yeah, the steak one is really good. With some Southwest sauce, it's like, mwah, chef's kiss. Alright. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal, he's soft, the pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh, why would anyone like being treated like dirt? It's a kink. Unfortunately. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't matter. What about Mr. Hammer? About Mr. Hammer? Arg. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you dragged his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. Alright, let's see. So if I present to her this. Mrs. Oldbag, what do you think of this? Think. I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much. Alright, what about this? Nope. Mrs. Oldbag, what? Get that spell out of my sight. And you're claiming that poor old Hammer in there. And I thought you were such an innocent youth. Blah. Hey, Super, what's that? Wait, what, Chef? Wait, so they are not in the menu in Australia, Cameron. That's so weird. Alright, have a good lunch, bye. Alright, let's see. Alright, there's nothing we can do here. Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer. Yeah, that's my guess too. That's my guess too. So it's still off. Studio 2 is down that way. The real scene of the crime. Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Alright, Alright, let's go to Studio 2. So now that we know that Studio 2 is the murder place, that bent fence is a big clue. That means the murder weapon was not the spear. It was the fence. He fell on it by accident. I'm guessing she pushed him. I'm guessing it's a magic trick, sons. Or maybe she's like me, who can eat everything and not gain one single pound. But we don't have that evidence yet, Stone. But I want to address it. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello. Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. Well, she's not polite either. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Yeah, Cammy, that's a lot of choices we all have here. That's quite amazing, actually. Yeah, like, I don't have chicken schnitzels, we don't have, seafood. Ham we don't have either here. Huh. Yeah, I mean, that's Hollywood for you, sons. That's the Hollywood types. Alright. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Still Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Still Samurai. You did it. Nick, you did it. She's the killer. Mr. Faye Blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. I think she did it, but I think it was an accident. And then the salmonella was her alibi. And he does whatever she tells him, so I'm not surprised by that. Oh, I know, we have a pizza one here too, Kevin, so I know what this is. Yeah, you and me both, Josh, you and me both. I have half a mind to end the stream right now and go get some. No, I'm kidding, I'll go after the stream. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Alright, what about this then? He's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Alright, so she's not gonna be helpful here. Alright, never mind, you're being combative. So, I'm gonna examine this. So this is where the murder happened. I'm way more curious about this part here. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty, they're taking good care of these. Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. Yeah, it's bent. That's where the murder happened. I can tell. This is where I saw Manila and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. I still they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong. I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know. Can't say that I do. Yeah, so this will come back into account at some point. An incinerator, apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot, they must not clean it much. They're a light van for moving stuff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape, looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license. Well, look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Alright, fine. Let's go interview the director. I'm guessing he's in the trailer. Yeah, I find that odd as well, but then again, they might have not done something. Alright, you have a good one, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. I do hope you had fun today. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Alright, so something here does not add up. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. We'll have to go to Studio 1 as well. Running in here, that could be a clue. There's some paper cups and crumpled documents. It looks like they were designing a set to use in a Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. Right, so we already seen all of that. The glass is frosted, I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Alright, so we're gonna go to Studio 1 now. Or hold on. Yeah, we'll go to Studio 1. Oh wait. I can't go to Studio 1 anymore because it's locked out, so I'm gonna have to go to the employee area. Yeah, okay, that's where. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This file will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah. Uh-oh. No touching. Uh-oh. Gumshoes, Angie. Alright. I'm guessing he's still a bit angry at us. I don't blame him. He got pretty roughed up on that case. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills, huh? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. Just react to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, they'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. The suspense is killing me. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Plate added to the court record. The investigation. How goes the investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Speaking of which, how is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Powers right. Sleeping pill bottles added to the court record. So that's important. Oh, there you're fan band. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome. We're on the third case of the Phoenix Wright Trilogy, the first game. So, be careful about spoilers if you know how this ends. Thank you. Otherwise, my mods will have to get shrubby. But yes, welcome. Graduate's still lying there. Ah, they've seen wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it, I just pick it up again. That poor assistant. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Some people cycle to get exercise. Not always, Phoenix, not always. Alright, let's go check out the... Let's go check this. Well, hold on, present. What do you think about that? It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal, but I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I bet if it'd been anyone but you up there, Powers would have been done for by now. The tip about that bottle. Oh, that. Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first week for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edward. It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Oh, heh. Blush. Alright, let's go to the trailer. I'm just saying... Mr. Director will be in here and we can press him for information. No, it's the assistant. Or maybe she knows something. Yeah, I felt the same way, Thrasher. We might not be as far as we think we are. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? Well, WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Insert Darth Vader meme here. Yep. I said Darth Vader in that theory. What is wrong with you? Apple sometimes. I swear. Right. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes. On the day of the murder, you went to Studio 2. What? I thought you went to Studio 1. You stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said apparently, so that's why he stopped doing roles. Some dirt. What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set. Was that trailer part of the film set then? So that means the accident 5 years ago was maybe tied to that fence. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shot, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids show anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. So the director had something to do with this. And that was the only way to get the show cancelled because it was too popular. That's a bit of a reach, Thrasher. Why aren't they going to make Kick Show anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Still Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Still Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program is fans, they'll be hardworking for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than word is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is... Fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Still Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. Well, what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died. And it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word gets out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright, that's progress. Let's go talk to her. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. He's trying to fraud at the mouth next, so that's... I think we can get this lady on our side. Because we don't want people to forget about Hammer, and yet the studio is. And we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick, Penny Nichols. The ex-assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and they recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Prove that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Yeah, I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I bet Powers put in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. That said, I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pill in. We always have proof, don't we, Darino? Also, hi, Darino. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found in the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, Steve. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right, 5 years ago there was an accident, a fatal accident. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Oh dear. So, she silenced that paparazzi. So if we get on her bad side, we're in trouble as well. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph. Wait a second. Yep, someone on that fence. This is the picture. Oh, you were really close to it. This is the trailer in Studio 2. Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. The plot thickens. Sorry, I won't think about it anymore. Old Hammer, he was a big star, the biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, then Basket wouldn't have gotten her claws into him. The computer that runs the studio's 3 cameras. So it's turned off, so we can't do anything with it. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the detention center. We don't have anything to say to that. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go confront Vasquez with that. I just wanted to make sure I had all my things in order. Now let's see her stay quiet about this. Let's see her squirm. But first... So they're not even acknowledging the fence. It's still bent. Right. How do you like them apples, Mrs. Quiet Lady? Let's see her react now. You're not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Alright, well. Old bad. Oh. She means the shirty lady, Miss Old Bad Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the president you. And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Alright, you're either gonna try to buy me off or scare me off. Let's see what it is. You're probably gonna try to scare me off. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, you went inside the trailer. Are we gonna get killed? Can you even die in this game? Well, let's find out. Huh, you came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for pretty change. Huh. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Well, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him. And you think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? So she thinks it's on purpose. Or she is threatening him, saying that she'll say he did it on purpose. What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Huh. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I mean, he might have. And I ran him hard, believe you me. But this lady said it was an accident. Oh well, she was a big fan of Heimer's, you see. He jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. He wrenched it out of his hands, she did, gave him a few bruises too. But that's why she had the photo. He's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Where did these guys come from? Well, we're losing that evidence, aren't we? Were they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. Unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should the Vasquez care about it at all? Touché. I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No, we've got erased. Well, we're dead. We're dead. On the way, Gumshoe saving the day. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. V. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. With all these dudes. You think there's a match? Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. So we managed to escape with our proof because he scared the scary guys away. How the fuck is that possible? There were 4 dudes. Sorry, a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you saved our life. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe. Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. So he's gonna turn into an ally, I feel like. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? V. Vasquez. She has the director around her finger. So everybody's pretty much covering for her right now, so we're gonna have to get to the bottom of this. I mean, no, that might be true then. He's a big guy, and in anime terms, he could probably take on these guys no problem. Because, you know, anime. Alright, so now we're at the last day of the trial. So before we continue this, I'm gonna take a short water break. So I recommend you guys take some time too to walk around your room a bit. Maybe get a snack or maybe some lunch. I sure could use a lunch right now, but I want to finish this case first. Alright, so I'm gonna get some more water, and we'll get to the bottom of this fucking crime. Before it's too late. Alright, let's go. I'll see you in just a moment. And I'm gonna run some ads so we don't get bothered in the middle of the trial. So I run ads while I'm away, so you don't get them in the middle of my streams. And if you subscribe, you'll enjoy some lovely fan art, I hope. And some music. Alright, be right back. Let's play some music. Okay. And we're back. I love a good remix of a Sonic theme. Oh shit. Alright, so I did run some ads. So I'm not sure why you did not see them. But I'm not gonna complain. If the ads don't work, not my problem. Not my problem. I just don't want them popping up while I'm streaming, that's all. I find them annoying. And they're not worth it. I get freaking pennies for it. So maybe if Twitch was a bit more fair with their ads, I would care more about them. But right now it's like I get what, $4 a month? Not worth it. If there was a way to turn them off, I would. Yeah, I still need to do that, Russia. I still need to do that. Alright. Time to find the real culprit, which is probably Miss Vasquez. Yeah, that might explain it, Char. That might explain it. October 20, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. There we go. Time to switch to the in-game music. Here we are. I forgot what country are you in, Char, if you don't mind me asking. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. I see what you did there, Phoenix. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, South Africa. Then you might get along with 4-player Max in our community. He's also from South Africa. Have you two talked? The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to stand. You know, 4-player Max. He's a frequent visitor of this channel. In the chat, that is. He's also on our Discord server. He's the one that always does the JeffyBed emotes. Right, Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Right, what's gonna be your testimony? Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. So to speak. Well then. Might want to keep an eye on our Discord then. Troy-chan. If you want, that is. Alright. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak, of course, because I'm not a pervert. Alright, here we go. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Of course he did. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Yes, I remember the van. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head toppling over? And that's a lie. That's a gigantic lie. Also, thank you, Crasher. How can she take the van if the monkey head was on the road? I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright. I entered the trailer a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employees area? No. Are you always this thirst? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp, we did it at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk, it hurts my ears. Ugh. Wow. He's really mean. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering. No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on, you had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's a relic of the past, Henry. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. That's not what... That's a lie. That's a lie. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. I thought the break was 15 minutes earlier. Sal and I ate T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. How can I prove she did not eat the steak? Yeah, the break was earlier. It was at 2:15. So how can I show that the meeting was at 2:15? Ah, fuck. Well, Nick, find anything. I kinda wish she'd said a little more. It's hard, I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere. Well, I mean, I don't have that proof to say, though. Okay, so that's the part I have issue with. Yeah, how did the steak get there? That's true. Alright, I'll use this one. Ah, fuck. So, what is it? And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It was a 15-minute break. All night, T-Bone stayed on the table in front of the trailer. How can I prove that this was not the case? How can I prove this is not the case? There's no bones in that, but I don't have any proof of it. Yeah, 215. Nope, it doesn't. Ah, fuck. Alright, so what could it be then? Because there's no other thing that explains it. So, the only other thing that comes to mind is that she couldn't have been on the truck. Hold on. When was this? This was blocked between 2:15 and 4. And the van says that Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the beginning of the trailer. And when exactly was that? They still don't know. This is the only part that fucks up here. I can't show the testimony. So I have to find a way to prove she did not eat the steak. How can I prove that? How the fuck can I prove that? Yeah, it was, but... I mean, that's not relevant right now. That comes later. That comes later. Alright, I'll try the food. This evidence clearly reveals, nope, it's not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redo this segment. The man she mentions the food. So should I try this one? Hey Sans, welcome back. Yeah, that's the one. Fuck, that took a while. As I thought. You claim you ate the T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. No bones. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? How do I know how? You ate the bone too. Well, that's not my argument. That's dumb as fuck. You didn't eat the steak. I mean, nobody heard about the garbage bin. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. He was meeting with a Steel Samurai. Yeah, and the bin only had paper cups and papers. That is true, Cammy. That is true. Order. What are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, you ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ah. You see. Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Friggin' got him. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. The Dutch tape, maybe. So this is the only proof I have. How can I show the fence? I know it's the fence. Oh, the picture. Go on, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence, enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I didn't prove that a samurai spear was used as a murder weapon. So if it's not that then, is it the actual spear? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a surgery lady. He fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. I was Hammer killed. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can't tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I don't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. I think that's the third one, Sans. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order. If I didn't have order, this trial would be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. But the word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in his photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again. Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Mr. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside of Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. He pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. So whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. Oh, I can control the length of my hair, Sans. My hair is a living part of my body. You deny what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How do I have disposed of the body? You had help. The break in the meeting and the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. So Jack Hammer had been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. She used the van. Wait, what? You worded that very poorly, Kame. You mean she had help? Because you said she has AIDS. Which I don't think means what you think it means. Sorry. You carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, will I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win. Oh, she's gonna try to blame it on salmonella. So what happens next? Don't question me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost, something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean the Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Well, this is awkward. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? No further questions, Vasquez. We're gonna call someone else. Yes, Mr. Wright. I was hoping I'd come up with a question while pounding on my desk. I didn't. You have my sympathies. Damn. You come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. I thought they would cross-examine the director again. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did. Well, fuck. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. So that was the correct answer. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? You probably realized he did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. He has a conscience after all. Alright, let's fuck that testimony up. I was with Sal and Old Bad, this really lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The really lady, Old Bad, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her neck. I was with Sal and Old Baddest lady when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Sal Manila's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy! The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You only seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Yes, you didn't go home until 4, that's true. I'll hold off. You just blew off anything I had to say anyway. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. So much awkward silences. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady Old Bad was quite agitated pointing at Powers saying he did it. Old Bad is your lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? He said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based only on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. He seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph? Meaning the one taken by the security camera. He's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, because they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Oh? Why? There was a murder after all. Yeah, but you did not know that beforehand. Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, sorry, I don't speak Russian, Panda. Yeah, you did not know about the rehearsal. I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? You would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Wow, that's a really dumb mistake she made. Really, really dumb. Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. Alright, you're having fun there, Panda. I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court did this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. Alright. It's all good, Stone, it's all good. That hammer was injured, and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How though? How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Val. He told me. Val, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now would have been wasted. I believe in you, then. Go get him. Alright, something does not add up here. I mean, you gave him a sandstone. They did not want to take it. Alright, so something doesn't add up here. Yeah, Powers was the one dragging his feet. Okay, so that's the lie. That's the lie. No, wait. So Amber was injured. How did you know he was injured? Right, that's the room. Yes, I did. No spoilers, please. Other people have not played it in here. Yeah, Amber was not the one to injure himself. Yeah, there it is. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers. Not Mr. Hammer. Now why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the one person? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Mandela. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, remember, Mr. Hammer was biting his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's where you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Yeah, we're not gonna see that happen too often, Stone. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he's fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, he would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I presented the court evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. I feel like it's the picture. It's the only thing that makes sense. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Ms. Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Vasquez help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighted him down too, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yeah, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men, it's a policy of mine. Yeah, I'll take it while it happens, Spy, because it's not gonna happen again. Mr. Wright, please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present the court evidence proving Mrs. Vasquez's motive. Well, shit. This is my proof. And this tells us why Ms. Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. That's all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Nick, we're so close. Oh god. The hammers went to her, not her to him. So she had no motive. So she had no motive. What the fuck? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Well, that's what they saw. What? Your Honor. Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck the dressing room and stole the Still Samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the student lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasquez who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So you did it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No. Please don't die. Please. So, she had the link to the victim. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is unnatural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. But, I mean, she still tried to cover up the murder, though, so she's going to jail. So, she acted in self-defense, but she moved the body afterwards. So that's gotta be a crime. I wonder what's gonna happen. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, or to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... the scrapbook. He was jealous. It's because you were the Still Samurai. Because I was a Still Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Still Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him many times. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh, hey. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back in that sweaty costume, and... Uh-oh, he does not know. He does not know. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. There's something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. He's a fan of the Steel Samurai too. Oh my god, that's adorable. Edgeworth. I did not know you were such a softie. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kinds of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Time for some backstory. Oh, we finished at, around 1:30 a.m. in the morning. And so the curtains closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. But this time it's the Pink Princess. I guess Maya's idea came true. This is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think the series could go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. And the end. So this is the last one. Turnabout goodbyes. I mean, I'm not gonna. I think we've gone on long enough. So I'm just gonna save. And then I'm gonna go whoopsie daisy. There we go. Whoops. Was that me? Was that me? Alright, so that last stage was DLC. Well then, I'm glad I got the full collection. Thanks again, Stone, by the way, for buying the game for me. I do really appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's time for me to go get some food. I feel like some Subway. But then again, I have to be careful not to spend too much. Otherwise, I'm gonna find myself lacking finances. So I'm gonna think about it. Maybe I'll just eat some, maybe I'll make a sandwich. I do have some lunch meats in my fridge I could do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Use some Dijon and some slice of cheese. That could be quite tasty. Well, I know I could, Dad. But I feel like I want to keep this open-ended. So we can return to it with new eyes. Well, I think we played a lot of Ace Attorney in the last few weeks. So I feel like we're up for a little change of patterns. So that last case is a huge one, Stone. Alright, thank you for telling me. Alright, let's see. So, if you have enjoyed today's programming, don't forget to give me a follow. It really means a lot, and I do really appreciate it. And also, if you want more alien content in your life, you can follow me on all my socials. With this handy dandy social blast. So there's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. There's also my YouTube channel with some exclusive content, like my most recent video, which is all about my full-time adventures so far. And if you want to join our lovely community, you can find us on our Discord server. The link is right there. There we go. So how long is that last space stone, do you know? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you want to support me more directly, there's also my Patreon at patreon.com/JeffyBed. You get a lot of exclusive goodies with that, like early access to my content, exclusive monthly desktops, as well as, you know, previews of my upcoming outfits, which is pretty important since I have a lot of them. Alright, that's good stuff then. I guess we'll see. Anyway, you can take a look at that. As for me, who am I sending you guys over to? I think I'm gonna send you guys over to... Yeah, this is the full Trilogy pie. I got it on, I got it on Steam. Alright, so I'm gonna try sending you guys over to someone new. They just appeared in my recommendeds. Cowgirl is a VTuber playing Dark Souls at the moment. Her model's very cute. So I feel like we could probably go say hi to her. Alright, so that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you tomorrow night for a night stream. Of what? I have no idea yet. I'm gonna think it over, because I want to make sure I find something interesting for us to do. So stay tuned on my Twitter and Discord to know what I'm gonna be playing. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, remember, tomorrow is a new day. Anything is possible. Take care, and see you soon. Man, this music slaps. Alright, can I get the credits, please? Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna try. How do I spell this? Girl. Alright, sure, let's go say hi to her. For a good old-fashioned alien raid. Let's go introduce ourselves. I'll see you on the other side. Alright, peace out. Oh wait, I forgot to press start raid, I'm done. Alright, let's try that again. Time for the old-fashioned alien raid. Let's go say hi to Cowgirl. Playing Dark Souls. Oh, thank you, Char. I'll give you your rolls as soon as I'm done here. Alright, let's go.